Hey, and welcome back for another 3D how-to video. I've been spending a lot of time recently playing Overwatch, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. This past week, I've even modeled May's little drone from the game, so if you haven't seen that yet, go ahead and check it out on the channel. One thing that I've done in that 123D speed design that I haven't done yet is used a new technique to design panels that would go on a robot or something mechanical. Some kind of thing that has to follow the curvature of the body, but is actually out of line with the body. So if you look at something like a car door or a panel on a domed robot like R2-D2, if it opens up or it's displaced from its regular position, it still has the same curved geometry as the rest of the body, but it's either lifted up or at an angle to the surface that it's supposed to be attached to. I'm going to show you really quickly how you can accomplish this so you can design your own robots or robots from your favorite movie or game. First, let me quickly sketch up some bodies that we can create panels for. Okay, so here we have a couple surfaces that we can create panels for. First, let's do a couple for the side, because that's a little bit easier. So first, let's create a sketching surface that's parallel and next to the area that we want to create our panels on. So if we just go to the default sketching grid, let's just draw a large rectangular square, and we're just going to move it into the location we want. So we want to rotate it a little bit. Let's see here. And we're going to have it a little bit off from the surface, so just like that. Okay, so now we can sketch whatever shapes that we want, and they're actually going to be flat. They're not going to be like the curved surface that we're sketching on. So now what we're going to do is sketch out the shapes of the panels that we want to create on this sketch that we made. So let's go to Sketch, click on the sketching surface that we added, and we're just going to draw a couple of rectangles. Okay, there we go. So these are going to end up being the shapes of the panels that we want. So the look that we want to actually achieve with this is that when the panel is open, there's a small recess or compartment underneath it. So what we need to do is create two different bodies, one that contains the panel and one that contains the compartment. What we're going to do first is choose the one that contains the panel. So what we're going to do is we're going to select the body that we want to create the panel for, and when it's selected, hit Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V. So we're going to copy and paste it. Once that is done, click Enter, and now we actually have two here. Because one is going to be the body that contains the compartment, we're going to hide that for right now. So click on it, and when you click Hide, you'll see that the other one is still there in the same position. To create a thin panel with the same shape as the body, we're going to turn this body into a shell. So let's go to Modify, Shell, and click on what we want to create a shell of. Right now there are some default settings that are kind of eliminating the whole body. So let's type in 0.02. And what I like to do actually is go over to Materials and do Outlines Only so we can see the thickness of the body that we're creating. Let's try 0.01. Let's try 0.1. 0.2, 0.5. Looks like this is going to be really thin. What if we just do 1? About 5. Let's see here. Modify, Shell. There we go. Let's just make it 0.05. There we go, that looks good. Make sure that you select the whole body when you're doing the shell feature. Okay, let's go back to materials and outlines. And now what we're going to do is use that cookie cutter technique that I've taught you in the past, where you can create just small sections of a curved surface using a flat sketch. So what we're going to do is go to Construct, Extrude, select the sketches that we want, and we're going to extrude them right into the body. Now right now it's set to Subtract, so right here we can go to Intersect, and it's going to leave just the panels that we want. Okay, there we go. So now that we have just the panels, we're going to bring back the other body. So go to Show Solid / Meshes, and there we go. You'll see the panels are right there. And right now what we want to do is actually hide those so that we're not cutting into them when we're doing this next part. So just click on it, click Hide. And now all we're going to do is cut small recesses into the body, and that's easy. We're just going to use Extrude and Subtract. Go to Construct, Extrude. We're just going to cut just as far as we want into this. Okay, that shows that it's cutting on all the faces here. Click Enter, and let's hide the sketches for now. Okay, now if we show solids and meshes, we'll see that the panels are there, and now all we have to do is move those into an open position. And if you actually want to make sure that they are open in different positions or at different pivot points, what you can do is select the part, go to Combine, and over to Separate, and it'll separate all these, all the different panels. That's actually a tool that I've recently discovered. So let's click on this one in the middle here, and we're just going to have this open on the other side. So just like we created the body panels for the main part of the body, let's create it for the top dome part. First, let's create a sketch on the main sketch area. And now we're just going to move it into position. Now just sketch out the shape of the panel that you want. Next, copy the body that you want to create the panel for. So we're going to select this top body, making sure that we select the whole thing. Control C, Control V, click Enter, and then we're just going to hide one of them. Okay, let's turn it into a shell by going to Modify Shell, 0.05. Check it out in outlines only. That looks pretty good. Click Enter. Let's go back to Materials and Outlines, and we're going to extrude this through. We are looking for Intersect. There we go. And now bring back the other body by going to Show Solid / Meshes. Okay. Hide this panel that we made. And now we just extrude into the body using the Subtract feature. Okay, that looks good for now. Click Enter. Now we can hide the sketch and bring back the panel. And now we can just move the panel into position. There we go. I didn't quite realize that I was modeling a trash can, but that's kind of what it turned into, so oh well, that's fine. You can use any design that you want for any robot that you want to create, or any type of vehicle that you want to make, or even one from a movie or a video game like R2-D2, BB-8, anything from Overwatch is fantastic, and just anything that you want. So go ahead and give this one a try, and if you have any questions whatsoever, please leave them down in the comments below. Also, if you have any suggestions for anything that you want to see in a video, please leave that in the comments below as well, because I'd be happy to make a video about it. If you're liking these videos so far, please like and subscribe to get future videos. Also, please don't forget to check the description for my free guide on how to 3D print without a 3D printer. I hope you had a really great holiday, and I'll see you in the next video.